Get ready to embark on an out-of-this-world journey with us as we delve into the incredible Artemis mission to the Moon. NASA's latest ambitious venture is set to bring humans back to the lunar surface in a way we've never seen before, and we are here to give you guys an exclusive front-row seat to all the action. From the stunning rocket launches to the awe-inspiring discoveries waiting to be made, we'll uncover every fascinating detail of this historic mission together. So sit back, buckle up, and join us as we explore the incredible Artemis mission to the Moon. NASA's Artemis program has achieved yet another milestone in its journey to place astronauts on the Moon. The program, which is named after the Greek goddess of the Moon, Artemis, has successfully launched its first lunar mission on November 16, 2022. The Artemis 1 mission concluded with a splashdown off the coast of Mexico's Beta Peninsula on December 11, 2022. After a 25.5-day lunar mission. This marks an incredible feat for NASA's ongoing efforts to develop an ongoing presence on the lunar surface. The Artemis program is a renaming of several earlier activities NASA was already undertaking to return humans to the Moon, which were mandated by President Trump's Space Policy Directive 1. In 2019, Vice President Mike Pence set an ambitious deadline to land humans at the lunar South Pole by 2024, and NASA is on track to meet this goal. With its rich history of space exploration, NASA continues to make great strides towards expanding human presence beyond our planet. Stay tuned till the end for updates on this exciting mission. NASA's Artemis program is taking us on a journey to the Moon like never before. In 2022, NASA launched its first uncrewed mission, Artemis 1, to test the safety of the SLS rocket and Orion capsule. And it was a smashing success. Not only did the capsule perform flawlessly, but it also carried 10 CubeSats to space for experiments and technology demonstrations. But the excitement doesn't stop there. In 2024, Artemis 2 will carry the first 4 astronauts to travel farther from Earth than any human has ever gone before. Over the course of a 10-day mission, the crew will complete a lunar flyby and evaluate the spacecraft's systems while carrying humans. And in 2025, Artemis 3 will make history as the next man and the first woman to set foot on the lunar surface. If all goes well, the lunar lander will lower 2 people to the Moon's south polar region, where they will remain for around a week. NASA's Artemis program is not just confined about going back to the Moon. The ambition's objective goes further to use the Moon as a stepping stone to reach even further. That's right, the ultimate goal of Artemis is to send astronauts to Mars by the 2030s. But how can the Moon help us prepare for such a daunting mission? According to 3-time NASA astronaut Stephen Swanson, the Moon can serve as a testbed for a variety of missions, including testing how to gather materials from the Moon itself and use them to make fuel. With the knowledge and tools gained from Artemis, we'll be better equipped to navigate our solar system and reach for the stars. From 1969 to 1972, 6 missions were carried out where 12 male astronauts walked on the Moon. Due to the high risk involved, NASA only selected the most experienced astronauts who had suitable test flight experience, and there were no women at NASA who fit that criterion at the time. For a considerable amount of time, the space industry was considered to be predominantly male, and it wasn't until 1978 that NASA selected its first female astronauts. As of March 2022, 75 women have been to space, which is a testament to the progress made in the field. The upcoming Artemis moon landing will be significant as it marks the first time a woman will land on the Moon, highlighting the changing times and the increasing role of women in space exploration. While the final crew selection is yet to be determined, it's expected that one of NASA's experienced astronauts who have already worked aboard the ISS will be chosen for this monumental mission. In December 2020, NASA announced its Artemis team of astronauts, featuring 9 talented women and 9 equally impressive men. These astronauts have already proven themselves to be pioneers in the field, and we can't wait to see who will be chosen to make history. In August 2022, Chief Astronaut Reid Wiseman announced that all active NASA astronauts are eligible for the Artemis missions, adding to the suspense and anticipation surrounding the final crew selection. At the core of the Artemis program are NASA's new mega-rocket, the Space Launch System, SLS, and the Orion spacecraft. The SLS is a towering 98-meter rocket that is designed to launch payloads into space with its core stage, upper stage, and twin 5-segment solid rocket boosters. For the crewed Artemis mission, the SLS will launch the Orion spacecraft to the Moon. The Orion capsule is larger than the Apollo command modules and is designed to carry 4 astronauts on missions to the Moon. So how is the whole mission going to operate? Under the Artemis umbrella, several components are being developed to extend humanity's presence in space. First up is the Lunar Orbital Platform Gateway, a station around the Moon that will provide a platform for scientific experiments and jaunts to the lunar surface. The gateway will be carried into lunar orbit by the agency's SLS rocket, a gigantic new rocket NASA is developing. 4-person crews would access the station using the Orion deep space capsule and remain for 30 to 90-day stints. Part of the Trump administration's push during his 4 years in office included an expanded role for private aerospace firms to accelerate the mission to the Moon, which are intended to develop hardware and potentially kickstart a lunar economy. NASA has awarded $45.5 million to 11 U.S. companies, including Elon Musk's SpaceX and Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin, to develop landers that can take astronauts to the Moon's surface. SpaceX was selected to provide the Artemis 3 crew lander based on that company's huge Starship vehicle. 9 smaller businesses have also been contracted to deliver robotic spacecraft to our natural satellite in order to collect data and conduct research there. Some have taken an interest in mining lunar resources, such as water, which can be split into its constituent hydrogen and oxygen and converted into rocket fuel. The next astronaut to walk on the Moon will do so in a brand new updated spacesuit. NASA has unveiled Artemis generation spacesuits designed especially for the mission. The suits will be custom fit to their bodies, with the aim of improving upon the comfort and practicality of previous versions. According to former astronaut Swanson, the biggest difference is in the shoulders. You get the ability to really reach around and have more movement, like you would without a suit on. They'd also have better mobility on the legs. On the ISS, you didn't really use your legs much for anything, so it didn't matter how much mobility you had in your lower body. Now it's going to matter tremendously on the Moon. The launch rocket is responsible for the all-important task of firing the capsule and crew into space. The Space Launch System is NASA's new rocket designed for human space travel beyond Earth orbit. For the initial Artemis Moon missions, the selected astronauts will likely fly to the Moon's South Pole, an area believed to be home to the highest abundance of water ice. If we can extract this water, it could be used to sustain human exploration farther into space, whether that's as a human hydration source, rocket fuel resource, or cooling system for equipment. So, how much is this ambitious program going to cost? According to latest data, cost estimates are still being refined, and the overall price tag of Artemis remains unknown. NASA's spending is projected to reach $93 billion by 2025, with each SLS launch costing $4.1 billion. Although it's a hefty price tag, it's important to note that each Apollo moon landing cost around $22.6 billion, and the Artemis program could provide crucial advancements in space exploration and technology. The most ambitious space mission is right at our doorstep to start off the journey. If everything goes successfully, humans may set foot on the red planet by 2025. When that historic moment arrives, do you guys plan to be the next person to set out on a journey to Mars? Let us know in the comments. Want to explore more about these exciting space ventures? Click here to watch the next video.